Once upon a time, in a quiet little town, there was a clock tower that always told the wrong time. The clock was very old and rusty, and its hands never moved the way they should. Sometimes it was hours ahead, and other times it was hours behind. The townspeople were confused and frustrated because they never knew what time it really was. Kids would be late to school, and people missed important events like birthdays and town fairs. One day, a young boy named Timmy decided to climb the clock tower to fix it. He brought his toolbox and was ready for the challenge. When he reached the top, he realized the clock wasn't broken. It was alive. The clock had a grumpy face and said, "I'm tired of always keeping the time. I want to rest and be free to move however I want." Timmy tried to convince the clock to go back to normal, but the clock just groaned and moved its hands backward, making the sun set in the middle of the day. The whole town was plunged into darkness, and everyone was even more upset. Timmy begged the clock to stop messing with time, but the clock refused. "Time doesn't matter," it said. "Why should anyone care?" With no other choice, Timmy climbed down and told the town what had happened. The people were angry, but there was nothing they could do. Days turned into nights at random, and no one knew when to sleep or wake up. Eventually, the townspeople stopped caring about time altogether. They lived their lives without schedules or plans, but everything was a mess. Meals were served at odd hours, and work was never done. And so, the town learned that time was important, even if they didn't always like it. But by the time they realized that, it was too late. The clock tower never went back to normal, and the town stayed in chaos forever.